So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Galaxy S23 Ultra that was just announced. So let's get this out of the way first of all. $11.99 to start. If you're pre-ordering the S23 Ultra right now, you're going to be able to get this phone at a discounted, storage price. So they're giving you 512 gigs for the same price as 256 to start. Samsung also increased the base storage to 256 gigs, but keep in mind if you go with the 256 gigs, you get the 8 gigs of RAM. So you're going to want to go 512 to get 12 gigabytes of RAM. So the pre-order is kind of essential if you want the 12 GBs of RAM. The S23 Ultra comes with a 6.8-inch QHD Plus display. They have decided to kind of make the edges a little bit less curved. I did complain about that in my S22 Ultra that I wanted a little bit more curve, a little bit less curve actually on that phone. And we're going to see how it looks when we get it on February 17th, but definitely the phone should be a little bit less curved on the edges. This has a lot of similarities to the S22 Ultra, including the 120 Hz super smooth display. It does have a similar OLED panel, a similar design on both front and rear. As a matter of fact, the S23 and S23 Plus actually got the more S23 Ultra-like upgrade to the design, but they're still quite similar to last year. So we're seeing a similar strategy of we've seen on some competitors where they keep the phones similar throughout the years. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm referring to. It comes in green, phantom black, lavender, and a cream colorway. They also have exclusive colors for the S23 Ultra as well, including graphite, sky blue, lime, and red. So quite a few different color options here. Personally, I think I'm digging the red colorway. We'll see which one I went with on the channel coming soon. But definitely you have quite a few, color options to choose from with this phone. There's this new vision booster mode where it's essentially going to make the screen a little bit easier to read in pretty much every ambient lighting conditions, specifically at nighttime getting much better. So if you're looking for, much easier on the eye, especially at nighttime, the Galaxy S23 Ultra is going to be an awesome option for you as well. So just more enhanced comfort overall. Now, the big deal is going to come on the back. So I definitely really loved the S22 Ultra super long space zoom. It got much sharper than the Note 20 Ultra. And the cameras also got, definitely a little bit cleaner when it comes to video and pro modes, but they're taking that a step further this time with a 200 megapixel camera. So this is gonna not only give you more colors, but it's gonna allow you to blow that picture up and put it up on a wall, such as your wall, if you wanna do that. So really taking to the next level, but Samsung also pushed about the pro video like features that are going to be enabled with this phone as well, with having better 8K 30 capabilities, whereas we had 8K 24 on the past version. So there is going to be a much nicer camera experience, especially if you're coming from something older than the Galaxy S22 Ultra, but the S23 Ultra should still be giving you a nice enhancements over the past version. There's also going to be a 10 megapixel telephoto camera as well as a 12 megapixel front-facing camera with improved 4K 60 HDR on the front and the rear. So we got improved cameras there as well. The phone does come with 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but because One UI 5.1 is more optimized, along with this phone giving you just a better CPU, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, we should be able to get even better battery life than before. One of my complaints was the battery life on the S23 Ultra. So if you're looking for a better battery life with these enhanced processor, even though it's the same size, enhanced software and processor, this should definitely be a better battery life and a better performer out of the gate. It should feel very fast. And a lot of people think Samsung's phones slow down over time. They actually have been getting better over time with Samsung's commitment to longer software support. So this one, they're promising a full 4 years of guaranteed updates. So that's a big deal if you're going to go the long haul with a Samsung device. Now this carries over fast charging, wireless charging, and all that good stuff. So you're going to get that as well. And of course, the S Pen is carried over here as well. They didn't really push too much on the S Pen. It's kind of going to be the same experience, which is not saying anything bad. That's actually a good thing because we already love the S Pen experience. But also announcing these new Galaxy books today, if you do decide to pick up one of those, you're going to have a much better ecosystem experience as well. So definitely a lot of their products are becoming more connected together and stuff like that, which is good if you want to have a better ecosystem experience. Another enhancement is Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, where you're just getting better overall connectivity and speeds with this phone. This is a speed enhancement. Think of it like, a performance update, just an internal upgrade, not so much a major rehaul on the outside of the phone, how it looks on the outside. It's a big internal upgrade. And these kind of phones are some of the best phones, because the best phones are the ones where they, really improve the overall experience. And I think that's what Samsung is focusing on here with S23 Ultra, is a better experience through a faster processor, better software support, better software optimizations, as well as a just slightly bumped up camera. Overall, you're going to get a really nice experience. Keep in mind too, nightography is going to be huge. You're going to get much brighter photos. You're going to get better video stabilization in videos at night and in the daytime. So overall, the video portion and nighttime stuff should be huge. Android 13 out of the box, Samsung Knox, Samsung DeX, the whole suite. It's all here as well. So that's pretty much everything that's new, what was announced today. This phone right here, I do think is going to be a fantastic choice for people who want everything in the kitchen sink. You aren't getting SD card expansion. It's something Samsung used to do, but with their current Galaxy, pre-order special where you get the 512 gig, at least you're getting quite a bit of storage for the same price. The trade-in values are also pretty solid, knocking it down all the way to $699. And if you trade in something that's from a different brand, like you're trading in like a 14 Pro Max, you might even get more back for your phone and get it even cheaper. So I mean, the trade-in values are instant as well. You just have to send the phone later, versus other places where you have to send it first, then you get your trade-in value. So definitely they're some of the best in the business there. So definitely that's good as well. It's easier. These phones are a little bit easier to acquire than, say some other brands out there, especially since the trade-ins are instantly taken off. So yeah, I would say, and you're getting a credit with this phone. You're getting like $150 for some free cases and stuff if you pre-order. So overall, I'm pretty excited about the Galaxy S23 Ultra. I think it's going to be a beautifully refined version of last year. Last year was a really nice phone, but I just never felt like it pushed over the edge, because there was some hiccups here and there was some performance stutters here and there, and I think Samsung's going to correct all of that with this S23 Ultra. So stay tuned for my reviews, my speed tests, my comparisons, and specifically we're going to be doing a little bit more camera comparisons this time around. We'll be comparing it to iPhone Pixel in their own separate videos, maybe even the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV device as well, some of the best in the game when it comes to the camera game. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Are you buying it? Are you skipping it out? Are you getting the S23 or S23 Plus? I will also be covering those as well, so stay tuned for those as well. I'll catch you on the next one. Nick here. Be sure to be well. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.